welcome to JoJo Cider Reviews and More. I'm JoJo. So tonight we got a very special review. It's a classic one I have not reviewed yet. Talking about the Silver Bullet.
The Silver
Coors
Bullet
Light.
guy.
I'm so pumped. Pat got this. Was this in New Hampshire?
It was like $1.
We got the tall boy here. 1 pint. And so this is Coors Light, guys. When the mountains turn blue, it's as cold as the Rockies. So I guess when the mountains turn blue on the can, that means it's cold and ready to go. They used to have a vent too. It's not on this one. I don't know if they still make them,
Coors
but-
Light's done a lot with their canning and bottles.
Yep.
You know, with the vent that you talked about, the whole Blue Mountain thing. That's been around for close
Long
to
time.
10 years at this point.
Long time.
And I actually think it's kind of neat and convenient to know when your beer's cold. I mean, you can probably just put your hand on the can, but
Yeah.
to see the Blue Mountain is kind of helpful.
So water, barley malt, corn syrup, dextrose, yeast, hop
sugar.
extract. Corn syrup is used as part of the brewing process only. Coors Light never uses high fructose corn syrup.
Okay.
That was on that Super Bowl commercial. Who were they saying doesn't use it? Is it Bud Light
Light,
doesn't
I
or
think.
something? I have to look at
Right.
it.
No, you're right.
There's a big controversy.
That was a couple years ago.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
I think
That's maybe
maybe
why they have
Bud
it on
Light
there.
didn't, and they came out with it after
Yeah.
saying they didn't, and why did they have it?
Anyways, 4.1% alcohol by volume, 7 IBUs. Quick background: it's brewed now by Molson Coors. Okay, used to be just the Coors whatever brewing company, but now they've joined Molson Coors. It was, technically, a lot of people say Miller Lite was the first light beer. Well, technically, a lot of people say Meisterbrow had the first one. It was actually Gablinger's diet beer in the 60s, and eventually that turned into Meisterbrow's Light, I think, and then that turned into Miller Lite. But this is actually Coors Light brewed a light beer in the 1940s. Did you know that? For a brief period, for like 2 weeks. And it
Really?
stopped. So in some ways, this was kind of the first light beer, if you want to look at it that way. And I don't know why it stopped
Did they-
because of World War II.
Did they call it Coors Light or
Coors Light, yeah, I looked it up. So I was thinking, Miller Light, and however you want to think about it. I don't know if you want to call it the first one because it was such a short time, but they had a Coors Light in the 1940s, very briefly. So that's interesting. Another interesting thing I've noticed, I don't know if you get this too, Pat, when people say Coors, I feel like they're referring to Coors Light when technically it's the correct thing. If you're saying Coors, it means banquet.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I mean?
out of the two beers, I personally think Coors Banquet tastes better.
Same.
But-
It's totally same.
But Coors Light, I think, gets the better market share out of like the college group age bracket and the middle age adult bracket too.
So I gotta say, I haven't had Coors Light in a while. Traditionally, I don't know if it's changed if you want to say top three for macro light, the big three, it's always been for a while Miller Light, Bud Light, and Coors Light. It's been at the bottom for me. I don't know. Maybe I have to do
this
a
is
blind
why-
taste test. I love Banquet. People have seen my review, but I think it tastes different. I haven't had it in a while though, so maybe it will change. Traditionally, I think the best light beer, just from my experience, is the Miller Light. I don't know, with the full flavor, but it's hard to say, I guess, if you don't do a side-by-side comparison like a lot of the reviews, like Louisiana Beer Reviews does. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Coors Light overall has more of a bite to the taste compared to Bud Light and Miller Light.
Okay.
But
It was so Miller Lite was introduced in 1973. I want to say Coors Light was 1978.
yeah,
Actually, I think
you're
it's correct. Yeah. Again, Silver Bullet Light Lager. That's pretty much it. Let's get into it, man. Got the tall boy here. Would you say this is your favorite like American macro light beer? Or would it be Old Milwaukee Light? 'Cause I know you like that.
my top three in no particular order, and my homebrew club's gonna probably kick me out for saying this, but no particular order. My top three is Coors Light, Keystone Light, and Old Milwaukee Light.
Hey man, I like a lot of people know I didn't get into craft beer until about 3-4 years ago. I like my macros, man. There's a time and place for them, but I think you drinking them, you judge them just like they are, just like light beers, like macro. You know what I mean? So let's get into it. Less than a finger of head is quickly dissipating. Wow.
Yeah, not even.
Totally white. You can see totally through the glass. Light straw color, pale color. Decent amount of bubble streaming up to the surface. For the aroma, grainy, a little sweet. I'm kind of picking up a little. I know I said they only use it in the brewing process. I'm kind of picking up a little corn in there.
Yeah,
Just need a little corn syrup.
Well, not
You're probably
corn
gonna not
syrup,
like me
but-
saying that. But yeah, I'm getting some kind of corn in there.
Yeah.
But
That's
You said it's really popular among college kids. I know my cousin drank it through college. This was like his college beer.
Your Coors Lights, your Natural Lights, your Bud Lights.
Yeah.
I mean, all of that. I mean, you guys see it at any college campus or any college game day. Coors Light is just a huge sponsor in a lot of professional sports.
I saw NASCAR 2008. It was their official sponsor of NASCAR.
Yeah, they've had some big name drivers with Kyle Petty, Sterling Marlin, two-time Daytona 500 winner, and they also had Bill Elliott was a Coors driver as well in the 80s. So they've had some big names tied to them. They were an official sponsor of the NFL not too long ago. If they're not today, I don't know. There's so many, but they got their hand in there.
And real quick, Pat got this the day of our home brewing, which you haven't seen the review of the Pale Ale. Check that out as well. So,
yeah. All right, man.
Salute, man.
Boy, that's probably the best beer
Better
ever.
than I remember, I gotta say.
I
gotta say,
I'm a sucker for Coors Light.
Yeah, I remember not liking the taste, but now this one a little better. I don't know.
I think honestly, if you're gonna put this up against the big macro light lagers, I think this has the most character out of Miller Lite and Bud Light. I will take Coors Light any day, and it's usually for the same price as well.
Right. Super crisp is a crisp and clean beer. I just taste like clean Rocky Mountain water, man. I don't know. It's a little bit sweet, a little bit, I get the grainy too. Don't really get any, hops in there. I don't think.
No, and you shouldn't with a light American lager. And with this type of beer, you're gonna get the more you drink it, I think you get more of a sweetness.
Actually heard Louisiana Beer Reviews say so. A lot of the light lagers they don't have a lot of hoppiness in there, but Milwaukee's best light, which we had a couple weeks ago, I guess it has like a little more hops than like the average. So this is interesting. But
have you reviewed that?
Not yet.
Okay.
I will be though. But this is man, crisp, clean, mouthfeel is light.
It's just what you want, man. Like it does the trick. It's very crushable, and it does the trick. Like I think for a 12-pack, it's $13.99 in Southern New Hampshire.
Yep.
I'm sure it's
similar here. I think.
I'm sure it's similar across the country.
I have had the aluminum cannons; those are kind of cool too. I never saw they have banquet ones too, which I've never seen.
We talked about this earlier in the conversation, but Coors Light, just this company in general, does a lot with the canning. And I want to say they were the first ones to come out with those 16-ounce aluminum.
Yeah, I think they were one of the first I read that something about aluminum cans. I don't know if I have it here, but pretty much no lacing here, but it is what it is. But smooth, refreshing. All right, man, what are you thinking? Remember, we're judging within the style. So not overall, just for the style.
So way back when you did a Bud Light review, your friend Mark gave Bud Light like 100 out of 100.
Yeah, that's his beer, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can't give any beer 100 out of 100, but I'm going to give
I did Bud Light Lime, man. I love Bud Light. Yeah.
All right, I'll give Coors Light a solid 97. Like,
wow.
You're not going to get much better than that. And I just love this beer. I always have. It's been one of my staples, and we'll give it a 97 on the pad end.
Okay. So I'm gonna stick to my guns and say I think I have to do a side by side, but I think I prefer Miller. I think that's still more flavor.
And I don't even know if a 97 is what this beer gets in any other. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying it because I love this beer.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. Oh man, we're gonna be a little bit apart from this because I'm gonna go a little bit lower. I'm gonna go with 86.
86 versus a 90.
Yeah. I'm going with the B.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, I like it. I don't know. I think the flavor could be a little fuller. It's not bad though. It's crisp, refreshing. Dude, I drink it if someone offered it to me. I'm not saying anything bad about Coors Light. And believe me, Coors Banquet, like I said, to me it tastes totally different. I'm not getting that classic banana note, by the way, that a lot of people say, and even Coors themselves say in their yeast that they use. In Banquet, you get that banana note. I'm not getting it with this. Coors Banquet, I absolutely love. It's one of my, if not one of my favorite American macro lagers, like full lagers. It might be my favorite. I think it tastes a little different. I don't mind it though. A B is not a bad score. I mean,
no, it's rock solid. You know what I mean? You can give this beer whatever score you want. It's always going to be one of the top, most popular.
Great summer drink. It's
it's always
budget
gonna
beer.
Be there.
A budget beer. So
it's a budget beer. It's always going to be there. Like it or hate it. I mean,
These guys probably don't like it. It's probably more a Miller.
Oh, the Brewers. Yeah, the Brewers are a Miller type of baseball team.
Anyways, thank
Not
you
for the
Pat.
Rockies.
Yeah, appreciate you joining, man. I really have wanted to do this review for a while, so I appreciate it. And Pat sat in a few times, so check out those other reviews. And appreciate you guys watching. Until next time.
Thanks, man.
Salute. Yep.